All right, good evening and welcome back to Indian Field. I'm Adam Bell for Charlton Sportsnet along with Sammy Hendricks. Game 2 coming up here in about 10 to 15 minutes, but I wanted to go ahead and bring the webcast back up for Game 2 because I'm getting a lot of texts and messages about where's Game 2 at? Because it was originally scheduled to start at 6:30 and that obviously has not happened. The Game 1 went long. It was a barn burner. Indians coming up just shy of 15 to 10. In the fifth, they trailed 13 to 1 and rallied back to make it a 13 to 10 game. Irwin got a couple of more runs late, and they ended up winning with a final of 15 to 10 in 7 innings. So this game coming up is for all the marbles. The winner will be the 2 seed and have home field next week in the playoffs. The loser will be the 3 seed and will be on the road. The winner will face Lincoln County at home. The loser will head up to Towns County on the road next week. So that's where we're at right now. Sammy's getting lineups and everything ready. As you can see, let me move the camera around here. As you see, the Tribe's just getting out and getting warmed up for Game 2. So that's going to still be about 15 or 20 more minutes from now. I guess, Sammy, I guess they're going to do an 8 o'clock start. The last game ended at 7:20, so I figured about 7:50, but I guess they're going to just do a flat 8 o'clock start. And we appreciate y'all logging on and watching. Right now what I'm going to do is, so there's not a whole lot of dead time, we'll wait till I'm going to turn the mic down, just leave the live shot up. And then Sammy and I will start the pregame for Game 2 here in just a little bit. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Game 2 coming up. Charlton and Irwin for everything when we come back. Check 1, 2, check.
Test.
You got me, Sammy?
Test 1, 2, yep.
All right, welcome back, y'all. I'm Adam Bell along with Sammy Hendricks. Game 2 coming up here in just a few moments. Sammy, a lot riding on this game, man. I'm going to throw up the current region standings real quick and give us the rundown on that. I've got Lanier winning that first game over there. So they're 18-2 now. Charlton and Irwin are all knotted up at 17-3.
Yeah, this is a game where, the winner of this game tonight will obviously take second place in the region, unless, no matter what now, I think they'll be second or third. So the winner will move up into the number 2 seed, and the loser will play the number 3 seed. The number 2 seed will host the first round of the playoffs at home next week, and number 3 seed, I believe, goes to Towns for the first round. So the winner here is the number 2 seed, and the loser will be number 3 seed.
It's wild when you throw that graphic up right there. All 3 of these teams were in Statesboro last year. Obviously, Lanier and Charlton playing each other for state, and Irwin played Prince Avenue. Yeah, Prince Avenue in the upper division, and they dropped down this year to face us and Lanier. So that's pretty wild when you think about that. 3 teams in Statesboro out of 1 region.
Yeah, and all 3 teams showing why they are where they're at. I mean, Lanier, region winners, and Irwin and Charlton here playing for number 2 or 3 seeds.
All right, the Blues are coming back out on the field. I'm going to throw up one more graphic before we get started here. As the overall, and I've updated this to reflect the previous game, the game we just did. Rankings obviously 2 and 3 in the state facing each other. 26-4 overall now for Charlton, 17-3 in the region. Irwin now 21-5 overall and 17-3 in the region.
Dr. Howard with the starting lineups for both teams now.
Sammy will give us a rundown on the lineups or as we get ready here, because they won't be doing player introductions on this one.
Yeah, for the Indians from Irwin, leading off number 1, Martin. He'll be playing shortstop. Batting second, number 14, Royal. He'll be at second. Batting third, number 12, Snyder. He'll be in center field. Batting fourth and pitching game 2 tonight, number 9, Reeves. Batting fifth, number 2, Poole. He'll be in left field. Batting sixth, number 5, Young. He'll be behind the plate again. He done a great job back in game 1 this evening. Batting seventh, number 13, Wilson. He'll be in right field. Batting eighth, number 4, Purvis. He'll be at third. And your DH, batting ninth, number 10, Clark. And number 3, Guy, will be over at first base for Irwin. For the Charlton County Indians, leading off, number 3, David Walters. He'll be in center field. Batting second, number 8, Griffin Thomas. He'll be on the mound here for game 2. Batting third, number 1, Ethan Crawford. He'll be at shortstop. Batting fourth, number 5, Eli Hobbs. He'll be behind the plate. Batting fifth, number 6, Brantley Nettles. He'll be in right field. Batting sixth, number 21, Colton Beard. He'll be at first. Batting seventh, number 20, Jacob Thickpen. He'll be in left. Batting eighth, number 7, Grant Harris. He'll be at second. And DH, and then bat ninth, number 15, Chase Roden. And Brody Baker will be at third for the Indians. So Griffin Thomas on the mound for Charlton, and Reeves on the mound for Irwin County.
Well, boss man, are we in for another marathon this time around, or are we going to have a pitching duel?
I don't know, and I don't really care as long as the right side pulls out the win.
We just need that third base dugout to pull out the W at the end of this thing.
No doubt about it, there should be another good ball game.
We've done some wild games on CSM, but that 5th inning between the 2 squads is probably one of the wildest innings we've ever done.
Yeah, Irwin scored 11 runs between the 4th and 5th innings to take a big 13-1 lead. They go into the bottom of the 5th with a 13-1 lead, and then Indians scored 9 runs in the bottom half to make it 13-10. And the Indians just couldn't get over that hill to get right, to take the lead again. Had a runner picked off at second in the inning, and then had a big strikeout to kind of kill the rally a little bit, as the Indians will take the field here in game 2. Indians will change over into their black tops here for game 2, white pants with a black stripe down the side, black uniforms with the Dark numbers trimmed in white. American flag on the back of them. And the red and white letters on the front with the red numbers. Looks like Irwin will stay in their same uniforms that they were in game one. New catcher behind the plate here in game two for the Indians. Eli Hobbs will go back there. Chase will DH in this game. Griffin Thomas will be on the mound. Aforementioned Eli behind the plate. Over at third is Baker. Shortstop is Ethan Crawford. Grant Harrison second. Colt Beard at first. In left field is going to be Jacob Thigpen. Center field David Walters. And in right field, Brantley Nettles. Leading off for Irwin, number 1, Martin. He'll be followed by Royal and Snyder. That's your first three.
Here we go, man.
Winner to take the number 2 seed, and the loser will be the number 3 seed. These playoffs will start next week, Wednesday and Thursday. All right, Martin digs in. Griffin says he's ready. And the first pitch is underway. First pitch is down low, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, called strike, 1-1. Martin will call time. He'll back out. Jalen Martin scored 3 runs. He was on base 5 times and scored 3 runs, including a home run back in game 1. 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. A 2-1 pitch. Swung on a hit out toward right. Called in the air by the right fielder, Brantley Nettles, for out number 1. That'll bring up Royal. Royal came to the plate 5 times in game 1, was on base 4. He had scored 2 runs as well. First pitch is swung on and hit in the air over toward the first base dugout. Beard and Griffin Thomas will take a look at it, but it will fall out of play. 0-1. A 1 pitch is fouled straight back, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch. Outside. 1-2. One-two pitch, called a strike 3, got him looking. Generous slow strike call by the home plate umpire. We're out number 2. That'll bring up Luke Snyder, center fielder for Irwin. Snyder, I believe, was the only bat in the lineup that didn't reach a base 4 or 5 times back in game 1. He went to the plate 5 times and reached twice. Had an RBI single in the 4th, scored a run. 1-1. One pitch.
Right
Called strike, 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 3. So a good inning for Griffin here in the first. Back-to-back strikeouts. Nothing doing for Irwin here in the top of the first. Go to the bottom half. Indians coming to the plate.
We'll be back right after this word from the NFHS.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Welcome back to Indian Field. No score, bottom of the first. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians, leading off will be David Walters, followed by Griffin Thomas and Ethan Crawford. That's your first three. Number 9, Reeves on the mound for Irwin. Rest of the defense for Irwin. Reeves on the mound behind the plate. Young at first base is Guy at second base. Royal at shortstop. Number 1, Martin at third base. Number 4, Purvis. In left field, Poole. In center field, Snyder. And in right field, Wilson with Clark DHing for Irwin again here in game 2. A lot of hits and a lot of runs back in game 1. 25 runs scored in the game and 26 hits between the two teams back in game 1. Again, a 3-man umpiring crew for this game 2 of this doubleheader. Reeves has completed his warm-up toss and says he is ready. And number 3, David Walters will dig in. He'll lead things off here in the first for the Indians. First pitch, right down the middle, 0-1. One and one. One and one pitch, swung on and popped up in here toward the first base dugout, and it will reach the bullpen. 1-2. One, two, swung on and popped up on the infield. Second baseman Royal comes in and makes the catch for out number 1. Him and Martin almost run into each other. One down. And that's going to bring up Griffin Thomas. Curve in for a strike, 0-1. A 1 pitch is high, 1-1. One pitch is swung on a miss. 1-2. One, two, misses down low. 2-2. Two pitches swung on a miss. for route number 2. I'll bring up number 1, Ethan Crawford. Pitch to Ethan is swung on a miss. Good fastball from Reeves. And that hit him up in the shoulder. So that'll be a 2-out hit by pitch for the Indians. So Crawford will be at first. That'll bring up Hobbs. Eli, one of the 4 seniors for the Indians. First pitch to Eli is way outside, 1-0. Eli played first base the first game behind the plate here in game 2. Runner going. Pitch is outside and low. Throw down, not in time. So give Ethan a stolen base. 2-0 on Eli. Throw back to second, and Ethan just got back. Close play. Good move by Reeves. Ethan with a big lead down at second. Pitch to Eli. Swung on a miss. 2-1. Reeves will turn and look at second, but no throw. Pitch to Eli. Swung on hit the third. That's going to get through. Ethan around third. He'll go to the plate. And there'll be no throw there. The Indians will take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first on a big 2-out single by Eli Hobbs.
Sub-runner headed to first. See if I can get you a number. 4.
Grant Lawrence will come on and run for Eli. So, and his lead at 1-0 early here in the bottom of the first. And that'll bring up Brantley Nettles. First pitch to Brantley is swung on and fouled off. 0-1. Colton Beard on deck for the Indians of Charlton. Pitch to runner going. Pitch is caught a strike. Throw down to second. Not in time. So a stolen base for Lawrence. Pitch to Nettles. He'll take a ball outside. Inside. 2-2 now on Nettles. Two outs, runner second. 2-2 pitch is swung on a miss for strike 3. So the Indians will leave one at second, but they'll get one across the plate. Go to the top of the second. Charlton 1, Irwin 0.
We'll be back right after this word from our sponsors. Please remember to shop local and support the folks that support your youth.
Energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
And then along came Walker Jones.
You work hard, and you need a truck that works as hard as you do. There's only one name to know: Walker Jones. That means independence, innovation, and rugged dependability. At the home with a lifetime warranty, we'll treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
This is Brad Tootin, and come see me at Walker Jones GMC in Waycross, Georgia.
GMC, we are professional grade. Walker Jones GMC, Memorial Drive in Waycross, and online at walkerjonesgmc.com.
West Folkestone Auto Supply is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sports. For all of your auto and big truck needs, go by and see Sammy and his staff today. They have everything from lawnmower blades to parts for big rigs and heavy equipment. CarQuest Folkestone Auto Supply is located at 4439 2nd Street in Folkestone, Georgia. For all of your parts. Welcome back. 1-0. Indians lead. Sammy?
All right, for Irwin in the top of the second, it'll be Reeves, Poole, and Young. Curve in for a strike, 0-1. Another breaking ball, just missed inside corner. One and one. Swung on and hit right back to the mound. Griffin with a great play. Underhand toss to Colton at first. One down. That'll bring up number 2, Poole.
Trying to get this color right. All these black jerseys, black background. And I think I have it now though.
First pitch to Poole must have been low, 1-0. Look, a good pitch from out here. One 0 pitch. Curve stayed high, 2-0. Three and 0. Three-0 pitch right down the middle, 3-1. Three-one pitch, chopped over toward the third. Barehanded across the first, gets by the first baseman. And I think if they tag him right there, he might be out. He made that turn. I'd tag him. They're not going to, but it looked like he made that turn toward going to second. So that's going to be a throwing error by Baker. That'll bring in number 5, Young. Swung on and hit high in the air to center field. David Irwin to his right about 10 steps and then a couple. And makes the catch for out number 2. So run at first now with 2 down. That'll bring up number 13, Wilson.
2 down.
Pitch to Wilson is not sure where that one's at. Looked to me like a right down the middle.
You call that a ball?
1-0. Yep. Throw to first, runner back safe. first again. Close play. Woo. One-oh pitch. So we're going to hit over toward right. Nettles in for the catch for out number 3. So Irwin leaves the runner on base. Nothing doing in the top of the second. Go to the bottom half. In his lead at 1-0.
We'll be back right after this word from your local sponsors. Accessories, it's CarQuest Folkestone. Go Indians.
Hey Indians fans, are you looking for a better banking experience? At Georgia's Own Credit Union, our goal is to save you money. We'll help you level up your game with better rates, lower fees, and easy access to your funds. With 35 branches and a network of over 110,000 ATMs, we're never far away. Best of all, we support the people, places, and teams that make Georgia great. Stop by our local office at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. To learn more about Georgia's Own, visit georgiasown.org. Georgia's Own is federally insured by the NCUA.
Nothing is better when the heat is on than to come cool down at the Chill Zone. Come and let the Chill Zone be your favorite spot to grab a snow cone. It's our specialty with so many delicious flavors to choose from. And don't miss out. Check out the full menu, where you're sure to find something from our wide variety of selections to suit your cravings. And don't forget, the Chill Zone is mobile, so wherever you may find yourself with the need to keep your cool, just look for that bright yellow Chill Zone mobile and come cool down at the Chill Zone.
Hey.
Welcome back. Oh, I'm sorry. Do I need to go back to a commercial? Okay, sorry about that. Welcome back, Sammy.
All right, for the Indians in the bottom of the second. Beard, Thigpen, and Harris. That's your first 3.
What happens when you're live, man? Got to be ready.
Reeves has finished his warm-up tosses, and we're ready to get started here in the bottom of the second.
There's no retakes when we're live, boss man.
Colton will dig in. He'll lead off the second. In this lead of 1-0 here in the bottom of the second. First pitch, right down the middle. 0-1. Good fastball from Reeves. Breaking ball, and they got him. So Colton will go to first after being hit by the pitch. And that's going to bring up Jacob Thigpen. Let's see if Coach Marshman wants to play a little small ball here and try to get Beard over to second with less than 2 outs. Throw to first, runner back safe. Throw to first again, runner back.
Excuse me, y'all.
Pitch to Thigpen. Called strike. Oh, 1. Throw to first. Runner back. Oh, 1 shows bunt. The ball goes all the way to the backstop. And that will allow Colton to move up to second.
One.
1-1 on Jacob Thigpen. Jacob shows bunt again, and he pulls back and takes a ball outside. Time called.
Time called.
Young wants to come out and have a quick word with Reeves. Make sure they're on the same page with ball or what pitches they're going to throw. After that quick meeting, Reeves will, Young will go back to the plate. 2-1 on Jacob Thigpen. Shows bunt again, pulls back and takes the ball outside. 3-1.
Tim dropping a little bit.
It is. Yeah. He square and shows bunt again. He bunts it right back to the mound. Reeves the field. He'll go over to first in time for the out number 1. So good job by Jacob Thigpen getting Beard over to third, where he'll be at now with less than 2 outs. And that'll bring up Grant Harris. Reeves will step off the mound. Now he'll get back, and it looks like the Irwin County Indians are going to bring the infield in. Everybody's about to step on the grass all the way around, first, second, third, and shortstop. Pitch to Harris is swung on and hit to the left side. That's going to get down for a hit. Beard will score. So Grant Harris with a 1-out single. Give him an RBI. Indians now lead it 2-0. And that's going to bring up Cheese Roden to the plate. Chase DH and hitting for Baker here in game 2. Pitch to Chase. Breaking ball stayed high, 1-0. Chase, also one of the 4 seniors for the Indians playing tonight. 1-0 pitch to him. Right down the middle, 1-1. Runner going, pitches low and outside. Good stop behind the plate by Young, but he wasn't able to get the ball and throw to second. So Harris will be at second now with 1 out. Harris picked a good pitch to run on. Breaking ball that was way outside and low. 2-1 to Chase. 2-1 pitch is high, 3-1. Top of the order, and David Walters on deck. (3-1) called strike. 3-2. (3-2) pitch. Curve swung on and hit high in the air to the left. Left footer pull in and makes the catch for out number 2. And Harris will stay at second. So with 2 down, we'll go back to the top of the order, David Walters. David popped out to second. Back into first. First pitch to David, curve, stayed high, 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Pitch. Outside, 3-0. Final again in game one over in Lanier. Lanier 17, Brooks 2. Atco beat Eccles 6-5 in their game one. 3-0 pitch to Walter. Swung on, hit to the left side, right at the third baseman. Over to first, in time for at number 3. But the Indians get one more here in the bottom of the second. Go to the top of the third. Indians lead at 2-0.
We'll be back right after this. Word from the NFHS.
Yeah.
Alright. Come on now. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. A mighty, mighty good man. What a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. He's a mighty, mighty good man, y'all.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Charlton's up 2-0. Sammy.
All right, for Irwin in the third, be Purvis, Clark, and back to the top and Martin. 8, 9, and 1 hitters. First pitch to Purvis. Breaking ball stayed high. 1-0. Right back at Griffin on the mound. He fields it and tosses to first in time for out number 1. Good defensive play by Griffin Thomas. Got to bring up number 10, Clark.
That was a nice catch.
First pitch to Clark. Breaking ball outside, 1-0. Pitch must have been outside. Look a good pitch him out here, 2-0.
No, 2-2.
No, I think it's 3-1.
Okay,
no,
I'll take 2-2.
I think it's 3-1. I think it's 3-1.
3-1. You got 3-1 too.
That's what I got.
I like 2-2 better, Sammy.
Oh, I do too, but I think it's 3-1. Breaking ball stayed high for ball 4. So Clark with a 1-out walk, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup. Number 1, Martin. Martin lined out to right field back in the first. Martin shows bunt, the pitch. He pulls it back, takes a pitch high. 1-0. Martin again squares. Shows bunt, throw to first. Runner back. Martin showed the bunt again and pull back and take save.
Just missed.
Ball low, I guess. I don't know. It's been a strike all game for the 2 games so far, and that one's a ball. Wow. Not sure where that pitch was. Like a really good pitch. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. And a payback call. That ball was way inside and got a strike call. And Martin did not like that one. 2-2. Pitch to Martin. Slow roller out in front of the plate. Griffin fields. Throws the first in time for the out. So good job by Griffin to getting to that ball to get a very fast Martin at first base. Two down. That'll bring up number 14, Royal. Royal struck out back in the first. And on the play, Clark will move up to second. And Griffin will step off and turn to take a look at Clark at second. Pitch to Royal, breaking ball, stayed outside. 1-0. Good job by Eli behind the plate. Pitch. Right down the middle, 1-2. Creation 1-1. 1-1 on Royal. Royal game 1 winner earlier. Again, Griffin will step off. Clark's getting a really big lead down to second. Pitch to Royal, down low. 2-1. Two-one pitch. Curve went outside, 3-1. Again, Griffin will step off. And Ethan's going to call time, and he's going to bring him and Grant in to have a word with Griffin. Three-one on Royal. Runner at second. 2 down. 3-1 pitch is down low, ball 4. Throw back to second behind a runner. They're going to have him in a rundown. They're going to tag him for the out. So Clark wandering off the base at second. Eli threw behind him, and they get the tag on him for out number 3. So nothing doing for the Irwin County Indians in the third. Go to the bottom half. Indians lead it 2-0.
That was a heads-up play, wasn't it? We'll be right back. Charlton Electric, serving Charlton and surrounding counties with over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services. Our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades for mobile home services, troubleshooting ceiling fan and light fixtures, and much more. Call us today for an estimate, 912-496-4528. Four Seasons Floral, located at 4415 2nd Street North in Folkestone, Georgia, has all of your floral needs covered, from Valentine's to birthdays and weddings to life celebrations, proms, special occasions, or just to say you love that someone special. We deliver as well. Call 912-496-7043 and we'll assist you with any floral need at Four Seasons Floral. Welcome back to Indian Field. Charlton leads 2-0. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians in the third, Griffin Thomas, Ethan Crawford, and Eli Hobbs. That's your first three. Griffin struck out back in the first. Number 9, Reeves, still on the hill for Irwin. First pitch to Griffin is inside, 1-0. One-oh pitch right down the middle, 1-1. One hit out towards short, fielded by Martin deep in the hole. Those across to first and missed by the first baseman. So Griffin will be safe at first. Throw was a little bit wide, but Guy's a big, tall, lanky guy over there at first base, and that ball went right off his glove. Martin kind of took his time with it, made an okay throw, but Guy couldn't hold it, and Griffin will be safe at first. That'll be an error on Guy. Got to bring up Ethan Crawford. Throw to first, Griffin back safe. Pitch to Ethan, runner going, pitch is called a strike, throw down to second, not in time, and the ball goes into the outfield. Griffin will take off and go to third, to throw there, not in time, and the ball gets by the third baseman, but not far enough for Griffin to go to the plate.
Coach March was saying it hit the open gate, but Blue's not letting it. Hoping we were getting an extra base out of that.
So Griffin will wind up at third.
I shouldn't say open gate, but it is, isn't it?
Throw over to third. Griffin's back safe. Pitch to Ethan. Swung on and hit in the air over toward the first base dugout. Guy over takes a look, and that ball will go off the top of the dugout. Oh, 2 to Ethan. Here it is. Pitch swung on the left field. That's why it's going to drop. It's going to roll all the way to the wall. Griffin has scored. Ethan around first. He'll go to second. And the Indians now lead at 3-0. So an RBI double for Crawford. And that's going to bring up Eli Hobbs. Eli singled, had an RBI back in the first. That ball was smashed by Ethan. Pitch to Eli. In for a strike, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Eli hits one down the right field line. He'll run forever. Big gap between the right fielder and the foul line. He's playing short too. So if he can hit one down there, he'll run for a while. Eli shows bunt and bunts it foul. Or maybe it was just a miss bunt. And Ethan will move up to third. So just a pass ball by the catcher. 1-2 now on Eli. Pitch to him. High, 2-2. See if the senior can come through with another RBI here. Pitch to him. In the dirt, down low. 3-2.
Full count.
Three-two pitch, swung on and just got a piece of it. It fouled it off at the plate. And that may have got the umpire. I'm not sure how, if it was on the backswing or what it was, but the home plate umpire will go down. So hope he's okay. So medical staff in to take a look at the home plate umpire. I think he may have got it hit in the head on a backswing.
They're checking his eyes.
So he's going to get up on his feet.
Good deal.
Yep. He says he's okay. He jumps back up. They're going to give him a little bit of a drink. So outstanding job by the medical staff over there in the Indian side. As soon as that happened, she was out there taking a look at the umpire to make sure he was okay. He says he is. He's going to walk it off a little bit, and I think we'll get back to play here in just a minute. All right, he says he's okay, so everybody's going to go back in their positions. Great ovation from the fans for the umpire. Outstanding job. So everybody's back. Home plate umpire's okay. Players back in their positions. We got a 3-2 count on Eli. Ethan over at third, only one out. Correction, nobody out. Nobody out. 3-2 pitch. Swung on a miss. Struck him out. So runner at third now with one out. And that's going to bring up Brantley Nettles. Take that back. Aiden Cruz is going to hit for Nettles. So Cruz for Nettles here in the third.
infield play in the grass.
First pitch, swung on a miss.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I'm good. One and one. One pitch. Down low, 2-1. Two one. Outside, 3-1. Called strike. Swung on, hit out to her, deep center field. Center fielder Snyder over to his right. He makes the catch. Ethan tags, and he will score. So a great job by Aiden Cruz. Another one of the seniors for the Indians comes through with a big sacrifice fly to give the Indians a 4-0 lead. So give Aiden an RBI. Oh and 1. Curve in for a strike, 0-2 to Beard. Beard was hit by a pitch back in the second and scored. Oh, 2. Just missed the outside corner. 1-2. Breaking ball. Call strike 3, got him looking. But a good inning for the Indians here in the third. They get 2 more across. Go to the top of the fourth. Charlton 4, Irwin 0.
We'll be back right after this. Stetson Development Company is a proud supporter of Charlton County and the youth of our community. They provide concrete services, lane clearing, forestry mulching, demolition, material hauling, driveways, and so much more. Stetson Development Company has also done work out at Indian Field for our fans to enjoy this upcoming season and beyond. For more information, call 912-670-1003 or 912-496-2351.
AGM Packaging Corporation is one of America's leading manufacturers of sustainably sourced and produced disposable paper products, including paper plates, cups, bowls, and bags. AGM is a family-owned business that was founded in 1957, and our family values are still present today across all locations. We are currently growing and have several career opportunities that offer competitive compensation, advancement opportunities.
Welcome back to Indian Field. Charlton up 4-0 over Irwin right now. Sammy?
All right, in the fourth for the Irwin County Indians, Snyder, Reeves, and Poole. That's your first 3. Snyder struck out in the first. 0 for 1. First pitch to Snyder, a little slow roll over toward first, and it's going to roll foul. 0-1. Griffin Thomas still on the heel for the Indians. Oh, 1 swung on a miss. 0-2. Man, what a good at bat last inning for Aiden Cruz. The senior comes through, runner at third with only 1 out, and hits a deep fly ball to score him.
Foul that? Must have been a foul.
Must have, yeah. Oh and 2 on Snyder. Curve hit over toward third, And it's knocked down, but they won't have a play at first. Baker knocked it down. It rolled over toward Ethan is short, but Speedy Snyder got down to first. No throw. So that'll be an infield single for Snyder. He'll be at first now with nobody out. That'll bring up number 9, Reeves. First pitch, call strike. Would it be a big guy, number 12, Snyder? He can get down that baseline. It's pretty quick. Really good speed. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit over toward first. Fielder tagged to first, throw to second. Missed the ball. Man, they had a chance for a double play there. Good job at first by Colton. Throws the shortstop, and Ethan couldn't hold on to it. If he'd have got it and made a tag, he would have been out. Double play. So one down. That'll bring up Poole. Snyder will be at second base now. First pitch to Poole is foul back, 0-1. That was a great play at first by Colton. Bad hop over there. He got it, tagged the bag, and threw to second. Made a good throw, but they just couldn't get the double play there. 0-1. Called strike, 0-2. Snyder with a big lead at second. Throw behind him, close, almost got him. Bang, bang play. Yep, Snyder just got back. If he wasn't so tall and had them long arms, he may not have got back to the bag. Oh, 2 pitch. So we're going to hit out toward third. Look the runner back in second, throw to first in the dirt. Great play over to by first by Colton Beard. Dug out and out of the dirt and saved Brody from a throwing error. 2 down. And Snyder had to hold at second. That'll bring up number 5, Young. Young flew out to center, back in the second. First pitch to him, it swung on and hit down the right side, but out of play. Oh, 1 to Young. He swings and he will foul it off his leg. Eli up and throws a rocket at first. It goes all the way out into right field. So it kind of remain 0-2 on Young. 0-2 pitch, curve. Just missed the outside corner. Good pitch by Griffin. Everybody in the complex tonight thought that was a strike, but the home plate umpire. One, two.
That got him. Whoa. Sammy, tell me
wow.
that's over.
I don't know. I don't know. That ball looked like it was right down the middle of the plate. Breaking ball that broke right down the middle. It did not get a call. I'm not sure if this home plate umpire has seen a breaking ball or not before.
Everybody in the
You
place
missed that
thought
one.
was a strike.
2-2.
Except the guy that mattered.
2-2. Swung on and hit down the right side. Into the bullpen, out of play. Snyder at second. 2 outs. 2-2 on Young. The pitch. Breaking ball. Fouled back. Count remain 2-2. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball outside, 3-2. So after falling behind 0-2, Young has battled back to make it 3-2 now. Three-two pitch.
He went.
And they said he went on that one.
No.
Check swing. They appealed down to first, and the first base umpire said he did go for strike 3. So Irwin leaves a runner at second. Nothing else doing. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Indians lead at 4-0.
We'll be back right after this word from the NFHS Network.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the break.
Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. McKay, touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
Welcome back to Indian Fields, Sammy.
All right, in the fourth, for the Indians, Thigpen, Harris, and Roden. That's your first 3. Jacob had a great sacrifice back in the second inning. First pitch to him is outside, 1-0. Number 9, Reeves, still on the hill for Irwin. 1-0. Swung on a miss, 1-1.
You got 1-1.
1-1 pitch, outside, 2-1. Three and one. Three one is inside and low.
Base
Ball
on
4.
balls.
Now batting, number 7, Grant Harris.
So leadoff walk for Thigpen. He'll be up first, nobody out, and that'll bring up Grant Harris. Grant had an RBI single back in the second. Pitch to Harris is swung on and hit high in the air, and that ball will reach the seats. 0-1. Time is called at the plate. Oh, 1 to Harris. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Throw to first, thick ping bat. Oh, 2 pitch. Swung on and hit. That's going to get through. So Grant Harris with 2 hits here in game number 2. And Thigpen will move up to second. So first and second, nobody out. And that's going to bring up the number 9 hitter, Chase Roden. Chase flew out to left, back into second. First pitch to Chase, high, 1-0. One-oh pitch. Chase squares, shows bunt, and bunts a foul. So the Indians trying to get those 2 runners on first and second over to second and third. One and one on Roden. He shows bunt again. Instead, they'll turn and look to second. No throw. So a lot of cat and mouse game going on now between Irwin and Charlton. 1-1. Chase shows bunt again. He bunts it, but he bunts a foul. Actually, I think it might have been caught by the catcher. 1-2. One-two pitch. Swung on a miss. Went after a breaking ball, low and outside. 1 down. And I'll get back to the top of the order now. Number 3, David Walters. David 0 for 2. He popped out to second in the first and grounded out to third in the second. So David's due for a big hit here. First pitch to him, he showed bunt, pulls back and takes the strike, 0-1. One pitch. Breaking ball stayed outside, 1-1. If you missed game 1 this evening, Irwin won big on that one, 15-10. One breaking ball stayed high, 2-1. Lanier won their game 1 against Brooks. Clinch won their game. Two 1 to Walters. Here it is. Swung on a miss. 2-2. A lot of room over on the right side between the right fielder and the foul line. Dave can hit one down there. He can run, show his speed. Little check swing out to short. Martin Fields on the second for 1, and that'll be it. So to get the leader runner at second, Thickman will move over to third. So 2 down. Runner at first and third. And we're going to have a timeout called. Coach going to come out to the mound and have a conversation. And he's going to bring the infield in with him.
Pitch and change or just a console?
Just console, I think. Griffin Thomas will be coming to the plate for the Indians when we get back to play. So this conversation was probably about if we send a runner from first to second, not to throw down because they don't want that runner third to go to the plate. It's probably what that conversation was about.
We're famous for that.
Yep.
And Irwin's seen it, so he probably was discussing that.
All right, Griffin Thomas will dig in. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Indians going to get anything, need a hit, pitches inside, and Walters will go to second with no throw. So second and third now with 2 outs. 1-0 on Thomas. 2 big runs on second and third for the Indians if Griffin can come through with a big hit here. 1-0 pitch, curve in for a strike, 1-1.
1-1.
Griffin swings and hits one high in the air to short right center. Snyder in and makes the catch right number 3. So the Indians will leave 2 runners on here in the 4th. Nothing else doing. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Charlton 4, Irwin 0.
We'll be back right after this.
Employer-paid benefits. Please apply at ajmpact.com/careers or come to our facility at 569 Bowery Lane in Folkestone to fill out an application today. We look forward to meeting and greeting you at our facility.
Walker Jones is your automotive superstore on Memorial Drive in Waycross. All the best brands: Chevy, Cadillac, GMC, Toyota, Nissan, and Honda, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, plus our pre-owned supercenter. And we're the home of the lifetime warranty. Come let us treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
Hey, I'm Mike Cuneo, General Manager at Walker Jones. We've got it all. Why shop anywhere else?
Online at walkerjones.com.
Walker Jones.
In your time of need, give Rob Robertson a call at 912-496-7388. Shepherd Robertson Funeral Home says go Indians.
Allen Aldridge Insurance, located in Kingsland, Georgia, is proud to serve the communities of Charlton and Camden counties, offering life, home, car, and business insurance. See Andy Gowan today for your insurance needs. Phone 912-729-7600 for more information. Protecting you is what we do. Gowan Aldridge Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Charlton Sports Network.
ESP Specialist in Fabrication is located at 169 Little Phoebe Church Road in Folkestone, Georgia. President Mark Pickering and his employees utilize.
Welcome back, Sammy.
All right, going to the top of the 5th inning. Charlton leads 4-0. For the Irwin County Indians in the 5th will be number 13, Wilson. Wilson flew out to right, back in the 2nd. First pitch is swung on a miss, 0-1. Wilson, Purvis, and Clark, the first 3 for Irwin here in the 5th. The 1 pitch is hit down the right side, foul. 0-2. Pitch, and that got him on the leg. So a hit batter to lead off the 5th for Irwin. That's going to bring up number 4, Purvis. Purvis grounded back to the pitcher in the third. First pitch is called strike, 0-1. Oh, and 2. Oh, to the Purvis, chopped to the mound. Griffin with a great play. And won't have a play at first. Everybody's going to be safe. So first and second, nobody out now for Irwin here in the 5th. That'll bring up number 10, Clark. Clark walked back in the third. Yeah, Griffin can introduce a double play ball, and he's going to get 2. First pitch, he shows bunt, and bunts it down the first base line. Save it first. Nope, they called him out at first. Or did they call a foul ball? Let's check. Clark will go back toward home plate.
What do we got here, man?
Well, you got him going back to the plate. You got your runners at second, third, so they got to go back.
And foul ball, so runners got to go back,
Yeah.
right?
Runner at third still got to go back to second. They must have called it a foul ball. So it's a foul ball, so the runners will go back to first and second. 0-1 on Clark. So let's see if he's bunting again with only 1 strike. He shows bunt again, then bunts it up in the air. Foul ball, 0-2. Oh-2 pitch, swung on, chopped out to the mound. They'll throw to second for the out there and won't get him at first. Griffin looked at third, but no Indian player was there, so he couldn't go to third, so he turned it through to second, but too slow to turn a double play. So Wilson will move over to third. Clark will be at first now. And we'll go back to the top of the lineup in Martin. Martin 0 for 2. He flew out to right and hit the ball back to the pitcher into third. 1 down. And we're going to have a courtesy run, I think, over at first, but I can't see the number. So first and third, 1 out. Martin at the plate. Back to third, throw to first, runner back. Pitch to Martin is low, 1-0. One-0 pitch. Call a strike, 1-1. And Martin did not like that one. Throws his hands up in there in disgust. So 1-1. And coach is going to walk down and have a word with Martin, I believe. 1-1. Martin may have missed a sign. Coach may have had him bunting again on that pitch. One.
Oh, man.
Just missed.
Must
2-1.
Sammy done broke out the binoculars.
That was a good pitch there. Breaking ball. Beautiful pitch. You couldn't get much of a better curveball than that. Called ball. And I can see why Eli's upset about that one. That ball was right there. 3-1. Threw one pitch, hit out toward the middle. One on the first. In time, got him at first. Double play.
Double play.
Great defensive play by the Indians. Turn 2 on a very, very fast runner in Martin. So nothing doing for Irwin in the 5th. Go to the bottom half. Indians still lead at 4-0.
That was a huge play for the Tribe right there. We'll be right back.
The latest technology with a skilled workforce to supply customers with the best custom fabrication possible. Serving clients at home and abroad makes ESP a premier employer in Charlton County. For all your specialty and fabrication needs, contact ESP at 912-496-2583 today. They're also on Facebook at ESP Specialist Fabrication. ESP is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sportsnet.
For nearly 20 years, Georgia's electric membership cooperatives have made Friday night football electrifying. As the official energy provider of the GHSA, Georgia's EMCs are proud to support high school athletics in the communities we serve, standing behind every hike, every completed pass, and every team celebration. Because we know that today's high school athletes are tomorrow's local leaders. Georgia's EMCs.
And then along came Walker Jones. You work hard, and you need a truck that works as hard as you do. There's only one name to know. Walker Jones. That means independence, innovation, and rugged dependability. At the home of the lifetime warranty, we'll treat you like friends and good neighbors should.
This is Brad Tootin, and come see me at Walker Jones GMC in Waycross, Georgia.
GMC, we are professional grade. Walker Jones GMC, Memorial Drive in Waycross, and online at walkerjonesgmc.com.
Welcome back, Sammy.
All right, going to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Indians lead at 4-0 over Irwin. For Charlton, Crawford, Hobbs, and Nettles is your first 3. Irwin had runners at first and third back in the top, and Indians turn a big, big double play on a very fast Martin to get out of the inning. First pitch to Ethan is high and outside, 1-0. Curve stayed outside, 2-0. I think that strike zone is getting bigger and bigger every inning for the home plate umpire. 2-0. 2-0 pitch. Pop back out of play. 2-1. Curve. Called strike. 2-2. Two. Inside. 3-2.
Full count.
3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit right at the shortstop Martin. Didn't even have to move. And makes the catch for out number 1.
Excuse me. Got any scores over there?
Just game 1s.
Just one.
Yeah.
Which one? One here?
No, just game 1s of everybody.
Oh, okay.
Hobbs at the plate now for the Indians. First pitch is high, 1-0. Two and 0.
Three and 0.
Three-0 pitch is low and outside, ball 4. So 1-out walk for Eli. And that's going to bring up Aiden Cruz. Aiden had a big sacrifice fly and got an RBI back in the 3rd inning with the runner at 3rd and only 1 out.
Going.
Runner going, pitches outside, throw down to second, not in time.
Safe.
So Eli with a stolen base. And he gets a round of applause from his teammates in the dugout. Two and 0 to Aiden. 2-0 pitch. Swung on, hit
Base
right
hit.
side.
Oh,
Right at
man,
second
he
base. I
hit.
throw back to second. Safe at second. So Aiden hit it hard again, but right to the second baseman Royal, who almost turned 2.
Man, I just knew that was a base hit. That young man over there on second base got airborne.
Yep.
Caught that thing. I just knew it was over his head.
Number 4, Grant Lawrence will come on and run with 2 outs now for Eli. First pitch to Colton's in for a strike, 0-1. Colton was hit by a pitch and scored in the 2nd. He struck out in the 3rd. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed, 0-2. It's a big run out of 2nd for the Indians. Needed to get him in. Oh, 2 outside, 1-2. One-two pitch, runner going to 3rd. Pitcher swung on, hit right back up the middle. Knocked down by Martin, but he couldn't get it. Runner's going to go around 3rd and go to the plate. He'll score. So a hit and run play done by perfection by Colton Beard. Martin got over to it and it went off his glove and it rolled out in the outfield, which allowed Lawrence to round 3rd and go to the plate.
We're going to get a pitching change this time?
Yeah.
New pitcher, Sammy.
New pitcher for Irwin County is number 11, Owen Griffin.
Number 11, Griffin, will come on and pitch now for Irwin.
The winner of this game will host Lincoln, and the loser heads to town, Sammy.
Yep. You sure want to be playing that first round, at least the first round here at home.
I figured we'd have all this settled by 9. We might have it settled by 10:30 out where this week.
Maybe. Yep.
Region 2 staying on the edge of their seats tonight. But we know who the 1 and the 4 seed is. Lanier's the 1, Clinch is the 4.
Yep.
Lanier will be hosting Washington Wilkes, and Clinch is headed to LOA.
LOA. And that's your favorite place to go to. That's your favorite place.
I guess I better tell Clinch about that Wi-Fi situation up there. I'll text.
Yep.
I'll text Daniel tomorrow and let him know. Make sure he tells LOA to have the NFHS cleared.
And they still probably won't.
Whew, man. And make sure they have a technician on standby up there.
Yeah.
They're nice people, real nice people up there. But man, that Wi-Fi.
Yep. All right. Again, number 11, Griffin pitching now for Irwin. Number 20, Jacob Thickpen coming to the plate. Runner at first, 2 outs, 1 run in here in the 5th. First pitch to Thickpen is down low. Throw back to first. Runner back safe. We got a new first baseman over there. I can't see his number. Looks like Guy has went from first base to the bullpen. He's loosening up now. One oh. So we're going to bounce over toward third. Fielded over there by Purvis. Long throw across to first for out number 3. But the Indians out on another run here in the bottom of the 5th. Go to the top of the 6th. Indians lead it. Charlton County Indians lead it 5-0.
We'll be back right after this word from the NFHS.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 12 million participants in America who take part in high school sports or activities.
Welcome back to Indian Field. It's 5-0 Charlton. But after that game 2 a moment ago, first game, Sammy, I'd be more comfortable with about 15.
Yep, you're right. All right, for Irwin, number 2, 3, and 4 hitters, Royal, Snyder, and Reeves. Royal lead it off. He struck out in the first and walked and was stranded in the 3rd. First pitch, called strike. A defensive change for the Indians, and I'm not sure if he was in last inning or not, but number 16, Aiden Cruz, is now in right field for the Indians. 1-1.
Foul ball in the dugout.
One and two on the Irwin County Indian second baseman. And they hit him.
Must have hit him.
So Royal will go to first. That's going to bring up center fielder number 12, Snyder. Snyder struck out in the first and singled in the fourth. First pitch is chopped back to the mound. Griffin to second for one on the first, in time for the third double play of the evening for the Indians.
The Tribe with another double play.
1-6-3 double play turned by Charlton. So 2 down. That'll bring up Reeves. Curve just missed the outside corner. Reeves 0 for 2. He grounded out to the pitcher in the second and grounded out to the first baseman in the fourth. One-oh. Hit out toward short. Ethan Fields. Long to the high throw and safe at first. Colton went up for it. Caught the ball but came back down, but didn't get the bag when he came down, which allowed Reeves to get the first. So it'll be a throwing error on Crawford.
Coach Marchman's coming out, wants to talk to the Blue about it.
I think you may want to question the tag. Colton went up for it and he came back down. He just like he swiped the tag.
Think Blue asked for a second from home plate.
He might. I think Coach Marshall's probably going to ask him to anyway. And it don't look like he's going to. So
Blue's not offering a second opinion, is he?
He's going to stick with his call. I think that probably was a question because Colton went way up to get the ball when he came down. Looks like he kind of done a tag, and that was probably what Coach Marchman was questioning, whether he made that tag or not. It wasn't a question of whether he came down on the bag, but it's whether he tagged him on the swipe. So pull the batter now for Irwin. Runner at first, 2 down. Swung going to hit the third. Over to second, in time for out number 3. So nothing doing for Irwin in the 6th. We'll go to the bottom half. Charlton still leads at 5-0.
We'll be back right after this. Auto Supply is a proud sponsor of Charlton Sports. For all of your auto and big truck needs, go by and see Sammy and his staff today. They have everything from lawnmower blades to parts for big rigs and heavy equipment. CarQuest Folkestone Auto Supply is located at 4439 2nd Street in Folkestone, Georgia. For all of your parts and accessories, it's CarQuest Folkestone. Go Indians!
Hey Indians fans, are you looking for a better banking experience? At Georgia's Own Credit Union, our goal is to save you money. We'll help you level up your game with better rates, lower fees, and easy access to your funds. With 35 branches and a network of over 110,000 ATMs, we're never far away. Best of all, we support the people, places, and teams that make Georgia great. Stop by our local office at 3773 2nd Street South in Folkestone. To learn more about Georgia's Own, visit georgiasown.org. Georgia's Own is federally insured by the NCUA.
Nothing is better when the heat is on than to come cool down at the Chill Zone. Come and let the Chill Zone be your favorite spot to grab a snow cone. It's our specialty with so many delicious flavors to choose from. And don't miss out. Check out the full menu, where you're sure to find something from our wide variety of selections to suit your cravings. And don't forget, the Chill Zone is mobile. So wherever you may find yourself with the need to keep your cool, just look for that bright yellow Chill Zone mobile and come cool down at the Chill Zone.
Charlton Electric, serving Charlton and surrounding counties with over 20 years experience in both commercial and residential services. Our electricians can meet your needs. We offer installation on whole house generators, service upgrades for mobile home services, troubleshooting. Welcome back to Indian Field. Charlton leads 5-0, bottom of the 6th. Sammy?
All right, for the Indians in the 6th, Grant Harris, Chase Roden, and back to the top, David Walters. Grant singled, had an RBI in the 2nd, and singled in the 4th. So 2 hits for Harris here in game number 2 today. New pitcher on the mound for Irwin, number 3, Guy. Harris swings and lifts one air in left field. That ball's going to be caught with a great running catch over here by the left fielder, number 2, Poole. 1 down. I thought that ball might get over his head, but he did a great job getting to it and making the catch. So the 1 down, that'll bring up Brody Baker. Baker will hit for Chase here in the 7th inning. Or he'll hit in his spot in the lineup, but Chase has been DHing, so Brody will get in that bat here. One down. First pitch from Guys right down the middle. Oh, 1 pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air. That ball would drift out of play. Sam Guy, the pitcher for Irwin here in the 7th. Guy's been playing first base all of game 1 and 6 innings of game 2. Big, tall, lanky kid. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball just missed outside, 1-2. 1-2. Breaking ball stayed low, 2-2.
You have 2-2. Okay.
Two to Baker. Here it is. Down low, 3-2.
Full count.
Some insurance runs wouldn't hurt here for the Indians. Three-two to Baker. Swung on and hit right off the end of the bat over toward the first base dugout. Foul. Count remain 3-2. Another 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So Baker works a 1-out walk. He'll be at first, and we'll go back to the top of the lineup. David Walters. David has popped out, grounded out, and reached on a fielder's choice in 3 at-bats. First pitch, outside, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, bounced up there, and it'll go all the way to the backstop, and Baker will move up to second. Two and 0 on David Walters. Two-0 pitch hit out towards second. Fielded on the first. In time for out number 2. Royal with the play. So runner at third now with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up Griffin Thomas. Griffin struck out in the first, reached on the air and scored into third, then flew out to center into fourth. First pitch, curve on the outside corner, 0-1. Insurance runner on third. Indians need to get him in. Oh, 1 in the dirt, goes to the backstop.
Safe.
Brody to the plate, and he will score to make it 6-0. One and one on Griffin Thomas. One pitch, swung on and hit over towards second. Royal with another chance over to first, in time for out number 3. But the Indians get a big insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th. Go to the top of the 7th. Charlton 6, Irwin 0.
Huge consequences for this one. We'll be back right after this.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great. Participate!
Welcome back to Indian Field, 6-0. Charlton leads Irwin. It's not over till that last pitch, though, Sammy.
For Irwin here in the top of the 7th, they'll have 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Young, Wilson, and Purvis.
Winner will host Lincoln. Loser will head to Towns next week, April 23rd and 24th. According to the GHSA brackets.
Yep.
Times to be determined after ADs get together and all that stuff. We'll pass that along as soon as we get it. Here we go, Sammy.
All right, Young to lead it all for Irwin here in the top of the 7th. Young 0 for 2. He flew out of center in the 2nd and struck out in the 4th. Takes the first pitch ball. 1-0 in for a strike, 1-1. Two and 1. Two 1 pitch hit high in the air toward right, Aiden over toward the foul line, and makes the catch for out number 1.
One down.
That'll bring up number 13, Wilson. Wilson flew out to right in the second. It was hit by a pitch and stranded at third in the fifth. First pitch hit over toward third. That ball's going to get through. Defensive change for the Indians. Number 4, Lawrence, is over in left field.
Next up for Irwin County, number 4, Henry Purvis.
Jacob Thigpen will move over to center. Purvis to the plate now for Irwin. Curve stayed outside, 1-0. David Walters is, I believe, over in the bullpen getting loose, I think.
You all right?
Walters has just came out of the game. He's not in the bullpen. I think he just came in for the bullpen. So 1-1 to Purvis. 1-1 pitch. Called strike, 1-2. One-two pitch. Outside through the first. Running back saved. The ball's going to roll out in the right field. You know, this is I know we like to be aggressive defensively, but you got a 6-run lead in the 7th inning. You don't need to be throwing the ball down to first base like that. There's too many of those. There's too many of them went out in the right field this year. That just puts runners in scoring position. You need to just get it back to the pitcher.
You got your runner in a forced out situation. Yeah. Let's get through this.
I understand Eli's got a cannon. He can throw the ball good. He's thrown a lot of runners out doing that. But in this kind of situation, just get it back to the pitcher. And change defensively again for the Indians. David Walters will come back to center. And Thigpen will go back to left field. And Lawrence will come out. 2-2. Little check swing foul. 2-2. Two on Purvis. Runner at second. 1 out. Two. Swung on and bounced foul again.
But you know what, though, man? We've made a living on those plays, too. Yeah. If he makes that throw, makes that catch, and hits it out, we're celebrating.
You're all right on that.
We've done that since I've been carrying this team.
Well, you know, just to me, like that's just something that don't give something to get the other team pepped up about, you know.
Right, yeah.
2-2, breaking ball. Oh man, call strike 3. I thought he wasn't gonna call it there for a minute, but he finally did on a delayed strike call. Wow.
Now batting, number 10, Christian Clark.
So 2 down. That's going to bring up number 16, Suggs. He'll hit for Clark. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Wilson still at second. 0-1 pitch, breaking ball in for a strike. 0-2. Pitch. Swung on, hit high in the air over toward first. Harris says, I got it at second, and he makes the catch for out number 3. And that's your ball game.
That's it.
With your final score.
The Indians are the 2 seed.
Final score in game 2 of this doubleheader, your Charlton County Indians 6, Irwin County Indians 0.
What a huge game. Man, this series today is just wild.
It's been crazy. It's been 2 really good ball games, though. 2 good games. Just what we expected. 2 games.
2 very good ball games. I mean, it's just insane. Sammy, you got the stats report ready?
Yeah, for Irwin.
Ready to go. All right, go ahead, Sammy.
For Irwin, no runs on 3 hits and 1 error. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error. The Irwin County Indians left 5 runners on base. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 5 runners left. For Charlton, 6 runs on 5 hits. They committed 2 errors. 6 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. The Charlton County Indians left 5 runners on base. Winning pitcher is number 8, Griffin Thomas. And losing pitcher for Irwin, number 9, Reeves. Your final score in game 2 of the doubleheader, Charlton 6, Irwin 0. Indians will finish in the number 2 seed for the playoffs, and Irwin will be the 3rd seed. Irwin will go to Towns next Wednesday, I believe is when it starts, and the Indians will host Lincoln County at home next Wednesday.
I'll tell you, I've got the graphic up right now. Lanier at 19-2, Charlton 18-3, Irwin at 17-4, and that's literally how they're ranked in the state: 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
You know, it's wild how this has turned out. Yeah. Next week, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, I mean, you know, we expected it coming in tonight. You know, one of these 2 teams going to be the number 2 or 3 seed. Came in, and Irwin, you know, had a big lead in the 5th inning. Had a 11-run lead in the 5th inning. Indians battled back, scored 9 runs, got within 3. But Irwin came in and held on to get that win. And game number 2 was a 6-run game, but it was a lot closer than that.
It's going to be a wild run, man. I'm looking forward to it. Sammy, I appreciate you as always, man. Anything else you want to hit on before we head out?
No, I just want to say be safe for the weekend and happy Easter to all you fans out there watching.
Okay, I got you, I think. Say it again. I misunderstood you.
I just told everybody to be safe and happy Easter to everybody that's watching.
Oh, absolutely, definitely. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. Enjoy your time with family and friends this weekend. We'll see you next time live on CSN.